This is just a video to show the things I have on my DIatone GT R349, as I was asked about a couple things from people, mainly the Firefly on the top and also the GPS that I have. So basically the Firefly, as you can see, is just fitted quite simply enough, a bit of Velcro, sticky, just sticks on the top. Also, see, zip tied. It doesn't go anywhere. And considering like how it is, it doesn't actually really weigh much. Wouldn't really say you would even notice it either, to be fair. And considering the price, I actually think it's quite good footage. But yeah, basically that fits on there perfectly fine. Does the job. And also I've got, as you can see just on the back, the Foxeer lollipop, which I find is much better than the original antenna, as I got rid of that straight away, as you don't get very good signal with that, to be fair. And this mount, as you can see, is actually just ideal. That's just from Banggood, cheap little £1 thing, I think it was, which fits perfectly, and obviously you can't get any damage from landing. Seems fine, doesn't budge, so I'm happy with that. Obviously the props are just the 3052s that I got. Again, I find them perfectly fine. Other people use different ones, but I found with the tune that's on there, I thought these were perfect for it. Yeah, and so this is the TBS version that I have here anyway. And yeah, stock camera. And what else? Obviously the GPS, which was the other thing again, which people have asked about. And this is the BM180. Again, that's just from Banggood. Doesn't cost much. I actually bought a second one to go on my TS215, my 5-inch as well. And it's simple enough to wire up. You can see I've just set it on the arm. The reason I set it on the arm was because I found originally I had it on top of this, but the one thing I did find is that if you have the camera on, you can't get any satellites on this. That's the one thing I found. It may be different with GoPros or anything like that, but I found for some reason it just doesn't work if you have it on top of the Foxeer. For some reason I'm on top of the Firefly. Just must interfere with it for some reason. It just didn't get any satellites, but if I've got the camera off, then it was perfect. Had no interference, so I don't know why that is, but that's what I found. But then I put it onto the arm, and as I said, like now it's on there, it gets all the satellites with the Firefly on, so no problem with that. And yeah, as I said, like it's easy enough to wire up. You just run it down to the back, which I will actually show next. So yeah, that's those things. And next I will undo this and show how to wire up, well, where to wire up the BM180 GPS, if anyone's interested as well. So that's what I will do now. Right, so this is it taken apart, and you can see in here that I've got the 4 wires, white, green, red and black, just on the side by the capacitor. So the red and the black is going to be on the capacitor, the green and the white are next to it. And if it's just in there, if I show you on this diagram, this helps a bit more. So if you think it's this way around, so you can have the RX6 onto that pad there, which is the third pad in, so you don't count them two. RX6 third pad in, TX6 will go to the next one, and then you've got the 5V, which is where the capacitor is, so you'd solder onto the capacitor 5V, and then the ground onto the ground pad of the capacitor. So it's quite simple, just those four that are there, as you can see in the picture. Hopefully you can see in the picture, in the video there. Those four, leave those two, and don't use those four that are there. So you don't need the RX3, TX3, 5V ground, just those four, which again, if you can see, third one in is the white, next one is the green, red is for the positive capacitor, black the negative on the capacitor. So you don't need to take the capacitor off, just solder straight on top of it. I did all this while it was actually attached. I didn't take any of this off. I just went in with a solder and iron and soldered in there. But obviously the easier way, well, the safest way, is to take the whole thing off and just solder freely onto there. But see, I didn't want to and did it that way. But it's fine, it's soldered on. And as you can see, clear enough, that's how that works. And yeah, I find it's quite good. And again, obviously, if that helps, if you can see, that's where it goes. But yeah, as I said, like, I find it useful because of the rescue mode. So I've got it set as a fail-safe, that if I fly out of range or fly behind a tree far out, too high, whatever, and it would fail-safe and normally fall, instead it will fail-safe and kick into rescue mode and fly back to me at least enough so I can take over again, which is what I find useful. It's more reassurance. Obviously I would hope to not have to use that. I would hope to fly in within my limit, but again, it's there just in case, I find, which is what's the main thing. But yeah, other than that, yeah, obviously this, which I said is the Foxeer Lollipop, this is the micro, and it's the 6cm, so 60mm version, because I think there's a 30mm version as well. But obviously it's a bit harder to fit the 30mm one in, unless you're going to pop out through the top here. But again, obviously with this mount, 60mm works perfect. Don't want too much tension on the aerial there, on the antenna. So yeah, hope that helps the people that asked about the Firefly and the GPS, and anything else. If it's helped, then all good. Anything else, let me know in the comments. Thank you.